Hey kid, hang on a second. Getting ready here. Gonna be on the lookout, okay? I don't need anybody watching what we're about to do. No, storyteller, don't do it. I have to do it, Doug. No, it's wrong to be in jail and then break out of jail. I just feel like we are violating way too many rules. I know, but I have to do it. Why? For the children. For the children? You have to go to jail for the children? Well, I mean, not technically go to jail, but I do have to read about baby's first jailbreak, don't I? Well, I guess if I think about it as helping kids, right? Because what if they have to break out of jail? Shouldn't they know how? Well, this book makes me really nervous, but okay, I'm gonna go get some bail money. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you, Doug. Okay, hang on. I need to do one more thing. I can't be identified, so let me just see if I can get this thing on. How's it look? Do I look terrible? Can you recognize me? That is not a regulation robber mask. Oh, now look who's all suddenly by the book. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're playing the role of sassafras, aren't you, storyteller? Well, I mean, suddenly you're telling me that I have to play by the rules. I thought you didn't like the rules. You don't know how to be a bad person. You know what? I'm going to take it off. It's getting in the way, but I will be putting it on should I have to actually conduct a jailbreak. Here we go. Baby's First Jailbreak. Now, if you don't know this already, this is a sequel to Baby's First Bank Heist. Have you seen it yet? You haven't? What? I'm going to put the description and the link down to this story in this description of this story. Was that clear? Okay. The link to this story is going to be in the description of this story. Got it? Sometimes my words get confused. But I will give you a quick summary because first came the bank heist. See, baby Frank, he's really a good baby, but the deal is that he wanted pets. Pets, and more pets, and more pets. And how could he possibly pay for pets? Because he's a baby. He makes no money. Well, the obvious solution, in Frank's mind, was to, rob a bank. Right? So he robbed the bank, but then it was fine because he was sorry that he robbed the bank and he ended up opening a zoo with the money that he stole from the bank to pay the bank back. So see, it was a happy ending and a criminally good story. Felonious humor, storyteller. How dare you? Well, you know. So now that you know and you're slightly caught up, now let's see what happens after the bank heist. Why is baby having to do a jailbreak? We'll have to break into the story and find out. Oh, killing me. Okay, here we go. Oh, jailbreak. Look at that. I see. Who's this Bruce fella? Bruce? I mean, we're talking about baby Frank here, but who's this Bruce baby guy? And oh, look at that elephant trunk and look at this beautiful city setting. Perhaps you heard the story of a baby boy named Frank who turned his home into a zoo by stealing from a bank. The problem was he got caught out, and so to pay his debts, Frank's mom and dad charged visitors to see his many pets. Quick tip here. The writer, Jim Whalley, we go way back. Actually, we don't, but we have written to each other. Cool guy. He's all the way in England, which is why he says mum. Over there they say mum, over here we say mom. But I shall honor the British roots of the story and call it mum and dad. So, moving on. Now we saw, there's baby Frank, there's dad reading the paper, robber baby opens zoo, there's mom reading Insight magazine with baby on the cover, there's baby holding wads of cash as babies do. Oh, and look at the people looking inside and go upstairs for the sharks. Soon, baby Frank was famous, and each day there was a queue. The whole town couldn't wait to see the baby with a zoo. Okay, another British-ism. Queue is line in England. We're learning so much. But over time, Frank's parents saw their crowds were getting small until the day that Dad announced, "There's no one here at all." Oh, no, look at this. He was the hottest ticket in town, and now crickets. Look, the giraffe is looking up. Nope, can't see anybody. Look, well, there's the cat looking not too happy. Can you see the tiny little penguins here? Here they were playing, and now they're just beaks over the fence, waiting, watching, hoping. So sad. Out on a walk one afternoon, the reason became clear. A vain and pampered baby had just stolen their idea. Now, if I was British, I would have rhymed clear with idea, because it would have been like this if I was British. Out on a walk one afternoon, the reason became clear. A vain and pampered baby had just stolen their idea. See, they put a little R sometimes on things. The other baby's name was Bruce. His mum and dad were rich. They had his zoo constructed on their private polo pitch. Oh my, and don't they look absolutely rich? And look at that. Is this a throne or is this a high chair? Who can tell? Oh, Bruce's rival zoo is quite palatial, especially compared to Frank's humble abode. Oh, look at there they are, scoping out the competition. Now they know where all the customers went. Traitors, how dare you all? No loyalty. They had tigers wearing tutus and a dancing chimpanzee. There were penguins dressed as waiters handing ice creams out for free. Okay, that zoo does sound pretty awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They have a whole like Rockettes Broadway style dance number, and it's a dinner show. And oh, this looks really good. Elephants on bicycles were lined up for a race, and everywhere were flags and signs with Bruce's grinning face. Okay, I have to say, this whole place looks amazing. There's a roller coaster, there's the race thing, and then is that a whale? And there's a lizard zone and an Aztec world with actual temples and ruins, and wowzy, wow. And a full animal orchestra. Oh. It was during a performance by some acrobatic deer that Mum declared, "I've had enough. Let's get out of here." Harumph. Oh, look at that. I guess that's what the reindeer do when they're not with Santa. As they went up through the gift shop, Dad sighed. "They've got us beat. Our animals don't dance at all. How can we compete?" And look at that. They have My Story, Bruce. Oh, they have a lot of KidTime StoryTimes here. And then they have postcards with Bruce's face and t-shirts with his face and board games with his face and hats with his face. Wow, that is a lot of Bruce. That night, Frank had a visitor, a penguin escapee, who, using squawks and flaps and mime, conveyed a heartfelt plea. "Please save us from that baby Bruce. All he does is train us. I don't think he likes penguins much. He just wants to be famous. Each morning we get up at dawn to practice dance routines, and sometimes we don't break for lunch. He treats us like machines." Oh, poor baby penguin. I just want to hug him, right? Oh, poor little thing. By the way, another British-ism, practice with an S, where we do it with a C. Frank agreed to help and got his crayons out to make a clever plan so he could lead a daring prison break. Ooh, foxy. By 2 a.m., the plan was set and Frank was on his way. He took along some friends of his to help him save the day. See, they're all wearing masks. I guess those are regulation masks, though. But look at that, the fox and the penguin and the orangutan and the giraffe. The giraffe is not going to be easy to hide, but he can access the higher heights, so that's going to be handy. I'm whispering because this is the break-in part. Problem 1 was getting in, as Bruce had built a wall, but Frank was ready with a friend, whose neck was very tall. Well thought out, Bruce. I mean, Frank. The penguin's door was bolted shut, but opened with a creak once the lock was neatly picked by Hummingbird's long beak. Thank you. Okay, keep it quiet. I told you I'd come back, buddy. Keep a lookout. I'm looking. Then in swung orangutan and grabbed the penguin huddle. And as they passed the tortoise house, whoa. Let me do that right. I read the rhymes the wrong way, but Jim meant for me to read them this way. Then in swung orangutan and grabbed the penguin huddle to carry them to freedom in a long-armed hairy cuddle. Yay! And as they passed the tortoise house, a cry came from the shell. Ah! The tortoises weren't happy, so Frank took them all as well.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm feeling wobbly. Why am I always near the bottom? Well, how do you think I feel? I'm the bottom guy.
He set free the hyena and the wombats and the ape, till every creature in the zoo had joined the great escape. Look at that, everybody. Uh-oh. Do you see that? Do you see that right there? Right there? That's Bruce, isn't it? It looks like Bruce's little round body with a hat. I mean, we've seen him on postcards and books and t-shirts and hats and flags all over the place. So I think we have a good idea what he looks like, even in silhouette. I think he's watching. So will they make it out? Whee! Oh, Frank's just having a grand old time. Next morning, Frank was woken by his parents looking troubled. They asked him, "Can you tell us why our animals have doubled?" Frank pointed to the penguins sleeping soundly on the floor, but before he could explain, they heard upon their door. Who is it? Bruce had brought his mom, and she was looking very cross. She said, "My son thinks you're behind our recent creature loss." Looking very fabulous, though, I have to say. They stormed into the house, but as they looked around the place, Bruce's mom soon lightened up. A smile spread on her face. "Brucey, darling, can't you see these animals are cheerful? They simply can't belong to us. All of ours are tearful."
I hope it doesn't catch on. Just look like you don't know him.
Keep smiling.
Oh yeah, that's pretty easy.
Roar. And so they both departed as Bruce let out a yell. Mom said, "Forget the animals. They made an awful smell."
Wah, 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 wah.
After that, it wasn't long before Frank's crowds returned, and soon the bank had been repaid with all the cash he earned. Whew. Everyone agreed the zoo was better than before, especially once space was found by purchasing next door under the same management, but now bigger and better than ever. And as for Bruce, his quest for fame should take off very soon. Why is that? He's working on a rocket ship to take him to the moon. Well, you have to hand it to Brucey, baby. He is one ambitious infant. And see, there it is. That's the other one that we read. Frank's baby's first bank heist. And the little small print here does promise to look out for more adventures with baby Frank coming soon. Do you have something cooking for us over there in the UK, Jim? Hello? Are you practicing with an S over there for us? Well, what did you think of baby's first jailbreak? Pretty exciting stuff, huh? I thought it was terrible. Why? It had everything you loved. What do you mean? Oh, it had breaking and entering. Love it. Okay. It had a certain amount of subterfuge. Big fancy word for lying. Oh, I love that too. Right. So then we have several crimes being committed. Yes. All good. So then why didn't you like it? Because it had a happy ending. Why couldn't all the animals stay miserable? Because that's just not how the story goes. Aren't you the sassy one, little fake lawbreaker? I'm not fake. This is a real hat. Anyway, now you know what to do in case of a, odd situation you should find yourself in where you have to break into a jail or break someone out of jail. I'm back, StoryTeller. I'm back. Oh, hi, Doug the Dinosaur. I got the bail money. Oh, we're okay. You're not going to need it. No, we're good. We did not get caught. Everything's okay. In fact, everything's even better than it was before. Oh, okay. Well then, I'm going to go.
Wait, kid, before you go, where did you get bail money to get me out of jail had I been arrested?
Oh, well, I went around to all the puppets, and they all opened up their piggy banks for me to bring all their change to you. So as long as you could get out of jail with $13.78, we were good.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Thank you. Oh, that's good.
You know, we could, if you wanted to, use that money and buy pizza.
Oh, okay, let's do that. Everybody will be in agreement. I'll go tell them. Okay,
you go do that. All right, kid. KidTimeStoryTime.com is where we live, and no need to break in there. We have free things for you to download. No matter what I said, try not to break any laws. And save your piggy bank money, not for bail, but for like college or something. That's just, I feel like that's the right thing to say right now, even though the story was criminally good. See you next time, kid.